for the Kings and the Capitals. The officials for the game today, the referee will be veteran Kerry Fraser and the linesman Pat DiPuzzo along with Bryan Murray. The Washington Capitals will defend to our left with 10-year veteran Don Beaupre in nets, a record of 15-11-3, a shutout, and an excellent average of 2.91. First full season in a Capital uniform for Don Beaupre. For the Kings, who defend to our right, will be veteran Kelly Hrudey in his 7th year. Like Beaupre, 15 wins. He's got 10 losses and 3 ties. A couple of shutouts and an average of 3.99. Face-off at center ice, and here to begin his third decade of hockey broadcasting excellence for the Kings, the 90s, and Bob Miller.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. Sounds like a long time, doesn't it?
It is.
Capitals with it into the Kings zone. Kiprio's trying to come down the middle, poke checked away, and the Kings come back up to center. Here is a pass on the left wing to John Tonelli. Tonelli across the line, drops it to Todd Elik. Elik cutting in behind the Capitals net. Elik goes into the right corner. He is chased there and checked by Doug Wickenheiser. Crowder picks it up, gives it to Tonelli. His shot deflected in front, score! Tipped in front as Todd Elik gets his first NHL goal. He was right in front of the net, and Tonelli took the shot, and Elik tipped it in, and the Kings get off to the fast start they wanted to, scoring on their first shot of the day, and the Kings lead 1-0.
Well, the shot by John Tonelli was just chopped down in front as it hit the ice by Todd Elik, number 6, who's playing center, replacing Casper with Tonelli and Crowder. Tonelli just getting the puck, turning, taking the shot, which went off a Capitol stick and bounced right in front of the goaltender and was redirected by Todd Elik. So Elik, who was recalled 8 games ago, getting the goal, is first in the NHL. Tonelli taking the original shot, but Elik was right there to chop it in.
Now the puck in the King zone. Here's Dino Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli in the right side sends it down in deep to Ridley. Ridley gets checked in the corner by Duchesne. Now the puck behind the King net, dug out by Ridley. Moves it up the middle to Hatcher at the blue line. Hatcher's backhander up in the air. Ridley knocks it down, turns, shoots, and a save by Hrudey. Rebound off Rudy's glove. Ciccarelli gets knocked down by Laidlaw. Here's Ridley in the right wing corner for the Capitals. King zone. Ridley's pass now comes behind the net to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli looks in front. He waits. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net. Ciccarelli around in front. Shoots, and it's knocked away and then cleared out of the crease as the puck came over on the left side to Makela, and he cleared it out of the crease, but the Kings can't clear it out. Now on the right side, it's taken by Hatcher. Hatcher gives it to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli centering pass broken up by Duchesne. Kings up 1-0. Here's Gretzky at center. Behind the back pass to Makela. Cutting in front. He shoots, and a save by Beaupre. And the puck poked back to the top of the right circle. Kings hold it in again. Gretzky, left side. His drive off the right wing boards. Held in by McSorley. McSorley fires it down in deep. Broken up there and cleared out to center ice by Mike Ridley. Kings up 1-0, scoring on the first shot of the game. The other night, Philadelphia in Los Angeles scored on their first 2 shots of the first period. So in our pregame comment, you heard Rick Wilson of the Kings say the Kings wanted to get off to a better start, set the tempo of this game, and they have done exactly that.
And the forwards are skating, they're moving, and they're getting in the zone and working the puck down low, which is a good sign.
Bernie Nichols on the ice for the Kings now, gets it off on the right side to McSorley. He gets it ahead to center ice. Kings with it now. Bob Halkita's just called up from the Haven over to Robitaille. His pass in front to Bukestad. Gives it to Robitaille. Robitaille around in front. His pass tipped up the middle. Bob Halkitis with it to the blue line. He fires it down the left side to Scott Bukestad. Bukestad tipped it off, tried to get it to Robitaille, taken away by the Capitals. Back to center ice they come. Across the King line, Calle Johansson moves it on the left side and then pass back in front, but it comes into the right corner. Calle Johansson, the defenseman, leading the attack. Kings take it away. Here is Bernie Nichols sending it around on the right side now, and Marty McSorley moves it up to center. Kings are moving from our right to our left as you join us on radio and TV. 1-0 in favor of the Kings. We have 17-17 to go in the first period. Capitals clear it out to center ice. Brian Benning knocks down the bouncing puck. Then he gets it ahead to Mike Allison. Allison for the Kings on the left wing. He drives it hard around the boards, and the Caps take it away in their own zone. It's moved up ahead now by Jeff Portnoy out to center ice. A full house here today, over 18,000 welcoming in the new year here in the Cap Center. And the Caps are down 1-0. Here's Dale Hunter. He's a leader on this team. His pass on the left side. Down in deep now is John Druce for the Caps. He sends it around the boards, and the Kings will take over in their own zone. Benning leads it up ahead now as Bob Kudelski for the Kings slaps it back behind the Capitals net. 16:39 to go in the first period. 1-0 Kings. Puck comes up to Larry Robinson, right point. He sends it behind the net to Gretzky. Gretzky rolled it out in front, and a shot from there, and a save made on the shot by Kudelski. Puck taken by Allison. Allison left side, behind the net to Gretzky. Gretzky rolls it around to the right point to Bob Kudelski. Kudelski holds it in the Capital zone, drives it around behind the net to Gretzky. Gretzky gets checked hard there, and he's upset with Sheehy, and he goes after Sheehy a little bit after the play. Gretzky skated right over to Sheehy and gave him a little bit of a stick underneath the arm. Now the Kings come back. Here's Benning. Benning across the line, gives it to Gretzky. Gretzky top of the slot. Gretzky to the right side. He spins, trying to come down the middle. He got knocked down. Benning with a shot, and deflected in front. Picked up on the right side. Kings still with it. Capital zone. Here's Duchesne. Duchesne in the right corner. Duchesne checked there by Hatcher. Kings up 1-0. Crowder with it for the Kings. Right wing boards. Crowder knocked down from behind by Doug Wickenheiser, and the Capitals come back out to center.
Gretzky and Sheehy doing a lot of stick work. I've never seen Gretzky this mad. Now Allison will come in and pick things up.
Well, in the meantime, play continues as the puck is shot over the King net, and now we have a whistle. As the referee, Kerry Fraser, finally decides I better break things up way behind the play.
Well, that all started earlier on the shift. Sheehy checked Gretzky. We'll be back. This is the Los Angeles Kings Hockey Network. Box is Wayne Gretzky of the Kings. He's joined by Neil Sheehy of the Washington Capitals. It all happened deep in the Capital zone, lower right side on the simulcast. Sheehy comes in, is going to elbow Gretzky. That must have been what Gretzky got angered, and there was the two-hander at Sheehy, and then all during that shift, when they were on the puck or away from the puck, they kept pushing and shoving and slashing at each other. So they get penalties at 4:26. Sheehy, former Calgary Flames, so he, I'm sure in past seasons when Gretzky was with Edmonton, agitated or tried to agitate number 99.
They kept hollering at one another even after they got into the penalty box, so both teams remain at full strength. The Kings have a 1-0 lead. Todd Elik scoring his first goal in the NHL 22 seconds into the start of this game. Roughing is the minor penalties called against Gretzky and Sheehy. Kings move it out to center, taken by Duchesne across the line, cap zone, left side to Elik. He shoots, and a save by Beaupre. As Elik looking for his second goal of the game, and he got turned away on a hard shot from the left wing. Puck comes back into the Kings zone, and Duchesne back to get it. He gives it over to Laidlaw, now moves it up ahead to center ice. Here is Crowder. Crowder to the red line. Crowder sends it right side to Elik. He sends it in deep, but Kiprio picks up for the Capitals now. He lost it to Elik. Elik on the left side to the blue line to Laidlaw. Laidlaw feeds it back on the left side to Elik, but the net gets dislodged back behind goaltender Don Beaupre.
Well, Crowder and Tonelli doing what they do best, driving for the front of the net, and the Capitals defensemen had their hands full trying to tie them up, and they bumped into the goalpost.
This is an officially copyrighted broadcast of the Los Angeles Kings Limited and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or other use of the accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Kings is prohibited.
Luc Robitaille, one of the hottest players in the National Hockey League. He, along with Brett Hull and Pat LaFontaine, are the hot snipers in the NHL. 31 goals, which is third best in the NHL. Point total places him fifth in the league.
Now a shot and a save on the shot by Halkitis. That's the Kings' sixth shot of the period. The Caps have only two. Capitals clear it out to center. Kings are up 1-0 with 14:45 to go in period number one. Pass up to center ice, and Bob Rouse, just back after missing 10 games with a couple of injuries, takes over for the Capitals now. As we told you earlier, the Capitals without Rod Langway and Scott Stevens on defense. Now across the line, left side is Ridley in the King zone. He goes behind the net. He drops it off there. Capitals still with it. On the right side, here's Kelly Miller. He gets checked in the right wing corner. Caps pick it up. Now Ridley tried to get it out to Miller. Checked behind the net by McSorley. Puck is taken by Cicerelli. He runs into his own man. Now has it again behind the net. Tried to feed it out in front. It deflects back to him. He gets knocked down. Puck comes over to Bob Rouse of Washington. Rouse's pass up in the air. Bounces down to Kelly Miller. Miller out of Michigan State on the right side. Comes to the blue line. Then got knocked down, but he has the puck again. Miller's pass in front and broken up. Left side. Shot from there. Saved by the King goaltender Kelly Rudy on the shot by Kalle Johansson. Puck is back behind the King net again. Kings up 1-0. Capitals trying to tie it up, but they can't as McSorley takes it away and sends it the length of the ice. This will be icing against the Kings. Bob Rouse back to touch it for Washington. 13:40 to go. First period, 1-0 Kings. This is the Los Angeles Kings hockey net.
Capitals in his 9th season. Bryan Murray currently has the longest consecutive tenure of any other NHL coach. He took over for Gary Green back in November of '81.
And he's got over 300 wins in his career. Right point, Hatcher for the Caps, and a save by Kelly Rudy as Hatcher fired from the right point. Rudy knocked it down. Hatcher again to the right point, shoots. It's deflected in front by Larry Robinson of the Kings. Comes around the left side. Capitals try to hold it in, but it's taken away now by Bob Kudelski for the Kings. Kudelski's passed down indeed. Bob Joyce, formerly with Boston, he's checked behind the net by Larry Robinson. Joyce still battles for it. They traded Dave Christian to Boston for Joyce. Joyce reaching out, still tries to move the puck. He's still being checked by Larry Robinson. And over to take it for the Kings is Bob Kudelski. He moves it up on the left side to Mikko Makela. It's Kudelski with Makela and Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski across the line, checked hard by Bill Holder of Washington. The puck taken now by Hatcher. Kings up 1-0. Here's Hatcher up to center ice for the Caps. Hatcher at the red line, stick handles nicely and then sends it down in deep in the Kings zone, and Brian Benning back to get it. Benning double team in the corner. Steve Leach in to get it, but he couldn't. Pavanka's also there, but the Kings come out with it, and Makela leads it out to center ice and down into the Washington zone. No icing here. 12:35 left to go in the first period. Bob Miller along with Nick Nixon and Randy Hahn. From Washington, the puck taken now by Hatcher to center. Hatcher for the Capitals. Nice pass ahead, but tipped away from Portnoy by Laidlaw. Now here's Dale Hunter. Hunter for the Kings, or for the Caps to Drew. Drew shooting and knocked down, but